Welcome to Herald TV's News Bulletin with me, Steffi Rego. Even if you have purchased the swankiest of SUVs or luxury sedans, you better leave them at home if you are doing the intercity or intra-city commuting on a daily basis. The traffic congestion has become a nightmare for Goan commuters despite the 4-lane mega highways and the Atal Setu bridge across the Mandovi and the fancy cable-stayed bridge across the Zuari.
Even if you have purchased the swankiest of SUVs or luxury sedans, you better leave them at home if you are doing intercity or intracity commuting on a daily basis. Traffic congestion has become a nightmare for Goan commuters despite the 4-lane mega highways and the Atal Setu bridge across the Mandovi and the fancy cable-stayed bridge across the Zuari. Witness the nagging traffic congestion at Porvorim on a daily basis, testing the patience of commuters and drivers. The Atal Setu, which was a signature project of the BJP, is undergoing continuous repairs over the past 2 years. The bridge, which was supposed to be closed for vehicular traffic at night, one lane of this bridge is closed even during the day, leading to heavy traffic congestion. Due to the Atal Setu closure, the onward traffic to Vasco and Margaon is forced to use the two older Mandovi bridges, leading to congestion. Lack of traffic culture among road users further aggravates the traffic congestion on a daily basis.
अटल सेतु का ब्रिज बंद है, क्यों बंद है ये?
अंदर काम चल रहा है
मशीन का। हाँ, तो इस पे अभी बोर्ड लगा है कि रात के 10 बजे से सुबह के 5 बजे तक ये बंद रहेगा। तो अभी सुबह हो गया है, अभी सुबह के
चालू नहीं रहता है, सुबह में भी बंद रहता है, रात को स्पेशली बंद रहता है, दोनों साइड
दोनों साइड
बंद रहता है।
तो अभी एक ही साइड बंद है।
अभी एक ही साइड बंद है क्योंकि इधर मशीन चल रही है, इधर मशीन नहीं चल रही है, ये पीच निकाल रही है।
हाँ, ओके। अभी कितना देर तक ये काम चलेगा, कितना दिन तक?
5-20 महीने के लास्ट तक चलेगा।
मतलब लास्ट तक ये बंद रहेगा? ये एक साइड से बंद रहेगा, मतलब पूरा दिन, और दूसरा साइड रात को ही बंद। ओके, ठीक है।
The traffic congestion within the city of Panjim is also a nightmare. The incessant digging, non-completion of the sewerage work on time, and diversion of traffic without information to the public is playing havoc with the people's daily lives. Herald TV has constantly reported about the multiple road caving in the city. We also reported how a woman senior citizen fractured her leg in 2 places and had a fall and injured her head after falling into one of the roadside ditches. The careless, unplanned smart city work, the lack of supervision by PWD and CCP is nothing but a horror movie for Panjamites and those who come into the city. With the traffic police, the smart city, the CCP and the collector failing to come together to solve the intra-city traffic problem, we can only pray to the Almighty for a solution. Prasad Polji for Herald TV.
Will Panjim ever be able to get rid of huge number of private vehicles and daily traffic congestion? The solution to sustainability of Panjim as a city is not putting more flyovers, bridges and expanding the road networks, but to have a smart mobility plan and to ensure the last mile connectivity. This will remove private vehicles from the city and bring in electric vehicles. There is a need to decongest Panjim of new projects such as the ropeway, etc. There is a need to dedicate bus corridors to decongest Panjim. Listen in.
Today, a smart city needs a smart mobility plan, and what is lacking is the last mile connectivity. There are nice electric buses now connecting the cities point to point, but once you reach at the Kadama bus stand, there is no end transport and people are forced to take their own private vehicles. So this has to be solved by having e-rickshaws, and this we have seen in other metro cities. Once you get off the metro line, you can hop onto any of these e-rickshaws. They are soundless, emissionless, so they are pollution-free vehicles, and they connect you to the last mile. It will take you from the bus stand to your home. So this is a initiative which is greatly required in the city of Panjim, Margaon, Mapsa. That will really help people from use the public transport and not use their private vehicles. Now we are increasing the road infrastructure and inviting more private cars onto it, and public transport space is getting reduced. So we should have dedicated bus corridors. We should have good frequency of these buses and last mile connectivity. A lovely city like Panjim can have tram lines. They are very slow moving, emission free, and with rain and such elements also, it is very protected, very safe travel for all kinds of people, for elderly, for children, for them to go to school, for elderly to go for the shopping, etc. So this really has to be thought about it. Otherwise, having such bridges and flyovers and highway expansion will only allow more private cars and fill up our roads with more and more private transport, which is not a sustainable solution.
Get to the point that why has traffic increased such a lot in the last few months? It's actually doubled in the last 6 months to a year. The reason is that unnecessary development is taking place. For example, I've always been saying that is the ropeway which is expected to come somewhere in the swimming pool in another 3-4 months, 6 months, whatever the timeline may be. Panjim cannot handle the current traffic, and then you are expecting a ropeway to bring in revenues, and it will make a total mess of this whole area. DB Marg is already jammed, and any single extra car coming into Panjim, that will be the end of Panjim. So there has to be a rethink, and again I have been repeating, let the government speak to people who know the business, architects, engineers, town planners from the private sector. They can give a lot of ideas how this can be improved. For that matter, even Charles Correa Foundation is working on so many ideas. Why do we keep them in the corner? Bring them into mainstream. And there are a lot of activists who are also involved. But coming to your main question of electrical buses, of course it will help. It will help also in reduction of pollution. But that is not the only answer. We need to start rethinking what Panjim is made for. For example, it's going a little bit far, but for example, a place like Bhutan. Bhutan actually charges people to enter Bhutan, because that is a sort of a no development tax, because they are keeping it pristine for the future. Why can't we do something similar lines? I'm not saying such hefty entry fees, but similar lines. Anyone who comes to Panjim, pay a price for it. Pay a price for parking. Insist on parking to go into the parking center which Manohar Parrikar started. Half the time that parking center is left empty. Why is it? Let us use these spots. Let policing be strong. Let policing be also strict about, say for example, areas like this. Why are taxis coming into Panjim? Why are taxis parking in my own area of Kampala? Be strict with the laws. There are good existing laws, and automatically things will improve. But your main question, electrical vehicles, good idea. But all by itself, it will not work.
The traffic in Panjim is completely gone haywire, and people are just keeping on purchasing vehicles now. And if you even see, we have new roads, we have new bridges, but even the new bridges are full of traffic now. If you see the Atal Setu the other day, for the last 2 days, it's fully traffic jammed because a lot of work is going on. Even our public infrastructure is falling apart. The Atal Setu is hardly 2 years old, and it's already going under repairs again. So we've seen that even public construction, public infrastructure is falling apart. So the only way to actually go forward would be to reduce the traffic and to get out all the unnecessary traffic that's coming in. People are getting their own vehicles into Panjim. Why? Because we don't have proper public buses, we don't have proper taxi system in Panjim or in Goa for that matter.
Sagun Gowde for Herald TV.
Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant has said government can only issue an advisory, but it is the citizens who have to take precautions when they experience symptoms such as cold, etc., and isolate themselves. He said that the precaution which we are taken during the COVID pandemic need to be taken again. Cases of H3N2 are also rising, he admitted. Government will issue an advisory as per the central advisory, he said. Sawant also informed that the salaries of Bal Rath employees who were protesting at Azad Maidan in Panjim had been increased.
पुरा देशात वेगवेगळे कोविडाच्यो केसी वाडटा त्याचबरोबर इन्फ्लुएन्झा केसीस ज्यो आसा पळय त्यो वाडपाक लागला तूं म्हाका विचारता गव्हर्मेंट कशें प्रिकॉशन गव्हर्मेंट मॅक्झिमम टू मॅक्झिमम एडवायजरी काडपाक शकता प्रिकॉशन्स लोकांनी घेवपाक जाय त्या खातीर म्हाका दिसता एक गजाल म्हणजे ज्यो प्रिकॉशन्स कोविडाच्या वेळार घेतले त्यो थोडी घेवपाक आतां सुरवात करपाक जाय सगळ्यांनी. आपल्याक मातशी सुद्दां जर थंडी सिमटम्स असेल तर तूं टेस्ट करून आपण आयसोलेशन रावप, हाची सुरवात जावप गरजेचें आसा. ट्रिटमेंट घेवप गरजेचें आसा, एडमीट जावप, ट्रिटमेंट घेवप. त्या खातीर हांव सगळ्या जाणांक एडवायज करता की जेका आपल्याक थंडीची फील जाता तेणी गर्देन पब्लिकांनी वचून न्ही, तेणी डायरेक्ट वचून टेस्ट करचें, आयसोलेशनान वयचो आनी आपूण ट्रिटमेंट घेवपाक सुरवात करची. इन फ्युचर आमी मॉनिटर करता. मॉनिटर केल्या उपरांत जर प्रमाणे केसीस कितू वाडटा, बाकीची गव्हर्मेंट ऑफ इंडिया एडवायजरी कितें इश्यू करता ताजेर फुडलें डिपेंड आसा कितें करपाचें.
सर, बालरथवाल्यांनी कालच्यान चालू केले स्ट्राईक सर पगार वाढीसाठी.
सर बालरथाचेर एक सांग न्हू, बालरथान तेंच्यांनी
पगार वाडयला तांकां फाल्यां
पूण 27 तारखेच्यान तेंच्यांनी हेका बसता म्हणून सांगला आझाद मैदानाचेर. तुमी आयकून घेतले परत तेंचे?
Bureau Report, Herald TV.
They toil in the hot sun and pouring rain to see the fruits of their labor. The vegetable growers, like most other Goan farmers and horticulturists, are a hard-working lot. Cultivating vegetables is back-breaking work, but at the end of the day, they take pride and joy in growing vegetables and supplying them to the local markets. Watch the special story of the farmers of Raitholam in Kurtoram.
The Raithode farmers or horticulturists grow vegetables on the banks of Raithode and Kurtori. Water is available in plenty from the adjoining pond in front of St. Alex Church, Kurtori, where huge amount of fish is also traditionally harvested. The farmers cultivate the land for 10 months of the year except for April and May of each year. They grow a variety of Goan vegetables using the traditional organic method. The vegetables grown in Raithod and Kurtori are sold in the Margaon vegetable market. With health consciousness growing, these vegetables are in big demand, but unfortunately do not fetch them good returns.
किती वर्ष झाली? 15-20. आणि केस कसं भाजी रोयताय? भाज केस कसं रोयताय?
भाजी मूळ रोयताय, भाजी रोयताय तांबडेली.
हां.
आणि आल रोयताय, जायतीन ना हे पार रोयताय.
आणि जाता गिराक जाता?
होय मडगो म्हणते ताय ना रे. हां. मडगो येताय जाता.
Kaitana Gomes, a vegetable grower and vendor of Raithod and Kurtori, spoke to Herald TV. She says that they are growing the different type of vegetables here, and only in the month of mostly April, May, they don't grow.
Inacio Norona for Herald TV.
In a bid to shore up its revenue collection, the Mapsa Municipal Council has decided to increase a host of charges for various services. This was decided in a special council meeting of the MMC on Monday, which was convened to discuss several issues, including the enhancement of taxes, fees, rents and fines for the financial year 2023-24. While some taxes and fees were increased, some taxes including trade license, pet dog tax, tax for wet waste and others were deferred. Councillor Ashirwad Kurjovikar, who is also the chairman of Market Committee, said that the shop owners are suffering as similar businesses are being done by vendors at the roadside and making more profits than the shop owners.
The MMC decided to charge Rs 5,000 as a penalty for starting business without a valid trade license against Rs 3,000 charged earlier. It also resolved to increase the collection of trade license fee from Rs 500 to 700. The duplicate trade license fee from Rs 100 to 200. Rs 5,000 will be levied as a professional tax, which was not done earlier. The council will also be charging Rs 5,000 for sale deed and arrangements and Rs 5,000 each for commercial sale deed and commercial agreement.
एजेंडा आसलो टाउन एंड वेंडिंग कमिटी कॉन्स्टिट्यूट करपाची, ती आमची कॉन्स्टिट्यूट जाल्ली आसा. दुसरो आसलो तो सोपो मार्केट आनी पे पार्किंगाचे टेंडरींग दिवपाचें. ते मातशें आमचे डिफर जाले कारणान प्लेन आसलो पळय आमचो प्रोसेसान आसा तो अजून आमच्या टेबलार नासलो, रेडी नासलो, म्हणून तेंच्यांनी तो नेक्स्ट घेवया म्हणून. दुसरे आसा ते टॅक्सीस सगळे फीज, रेंट, फायन्स एंड फायनान्शियल इयर 2020-20 ते इनक्रीज थोडे आमी कितें आसा ते वाडयल्या, थोडे आसा ते डिफर केले. आनी थिंग 4th पॉयंट आसा तो डिस्कशन एंड डिसिजन मादईचर DPR अपोज करपाक, ते एक रेजोल्युशन घेतलें.
महत्वाचो टॅक्स
करेक्शन ऑन ट्रेड लायसन आसा ते 500 to 700 केले. मागीर डुप्लिकेट ट्रेड लायसन 100 to 200 केले. मागीर फायन फॉर स्टार्टींग द बिजनस विदाउट ट्रेड लायसन आहा ते 3,000 असले ते 500 केले. 5,000 सर. आनी प्रोफेशनल टॅक्सीज आसा ते हेज्या पयलीं आमी केन्ना इम्पोज करूं ना ते 5,000. मागीर सायन बोर्डाचे आसा ते तेंचे कांय इश्यूज नासले ते सेम आसा ते म्हणजे वाडयले प्रपोज केले. 200 आसा ते सेम दवरल्या. ग्लो बोर्ड आसा ते 250 केल्या. लायव्ह डिस्प्ले सायन बोर्ड आसा ते 300 केल्या.
इन्क्रीज करपाक टॅक्स घेतलेले आहेत. जी म्युनिसिपालिटी आपल्या सिटिझन्साक फॅसिलिटी प्रोवायड करिना तांकां काय हक्क जायना विचारपाक टॅक्स चड भरत म्हणून आपल्या सिटिझन्साक. जर 2 वर्सां पयलीं आमचे टॅक्स वाडलेले गार्बेज टॅक्स पण अजून पर्यंत साफसफाई जायना जाल्यार आमकां काय हक्क जायना आमचे लोकां कडसून टॅक्स वाडोवन घेवपाचो. जे सगळे इल्लिगल घरां आसा लिगल घरां आसा कन्स्ट्रक्शन लायसन्स ऑक्युपन्सी सगळ्या गोश्टीन ऑलमोस्ट म्हाका दिसता 100% to 400% टॅक्स इन्क्रीज करपाचो प्रपोजल घातला. पण हेजे बेसीस कितें जस्टिफिकेशन कांय ना. GSR रेट्स कित्याक गव्हर्मेंट वाडयता हेजेर क्वेश्चन केन्ना कोण विचारिना. हे सिच्युएशन आसतना म्हापशाच्या लोकांक प्रोटेक्ट करपाचे हे आमचे सगळे जे कावन्सिलर आसा तेंची ड्युटी. आनी म्हाका दिसता आयज ऑपोजिशन जे आसा प्लस 2 इंडिपेंडंट तारक आनी विकास आसा त्या भायर जे रुलिंगांतले थोडे कावन्सिलर आसा जेंच्यांनी ही कावन्सिलाची फेलियर लास्ट 2 वर्सांनी पळयल्या पळय जशें फंक्शनींग चल्लां जितून सगळ्यांक फक्त हांगा दारान येवन भीक मागची पडटा की आमकां सर्वीस दी आमकां सर्वीस दी. लोक हावस टॅक्स रेडी आसा पे करपाक म्हटल्यार तांकां आमी फायली पास करून दिना 7-8 म्हयने. खंयच्या हक्कान आनी खंयच्या तोंडान ही रुलींग कावन्सील तेंचे कडसून टॅक्स वाडोवंक सोदता हे अजून म्हाका आश्चर्यचकीत जाला हांव आयज पळोवन.
प्रकाश कडेकर for Herald TV.
Two separate fire incidents were reported on Tuesday morning, one at Kurjoe, Aldona and the second at Kunkolam. At Aldona, a car, a bike and 2 bicycles were gutted in a fire at Kurjoram in Aldona on early Tuesday morning. Locals suspect that some miscreants may have set fire to the vehicles as they were parked in the owner's property. The police arrived on site and further investigation is on. While in Kunkolam, the kitchen and storeroom of a restaurant were completely gutted in fire. The total loss is estimated at Rs 80,000.
आज आमकां वेरी सॅड इन्सिडंट गाडी लासोन काबार जाले आनी पुलीस इन्वेस्टिगेशन करतात फायर ब्रिगेड पासून कितें कॉज तो आनी ते कॉज पळोवन मागीर एक्शन घेवपाक वतले. सो सद्या हांवें सांगलां ते इन्शुरन्साक कितें जाता जाल्यार पळोवन आनी फुडें एक्शन कितें घेवपाचें करतले.
कोण तरी घातला असो दिसता.
सो हे सस्पेशन केन्ना उजो जातात तेन्ना आमकां सस्पेशन दुबाव सुद्दां आसता. थर्ड पार्टी जालें जाल्यार वेदर इट इज ऑर नॉट ते इन्वेस्टिगेशन द पुलीस इन दिस वील डू. आमी पासून फॉलो अप करतले कित्याक वेदर दे प्रोसिडींग इन द रायट डायरेक्शन ऑर नॉट ऑल्सो हॅज टू बी सीन. थर्ड पार्टी इनपुट्स एंड गायडन्स दिवपाक पडटा तांकां इवन विथ देयर एक्सपर्टीज. समटायम्स दे मे omit some relevant material or evidence. This you can see the bike, the car and 2 cycles also are burnt. See, it's not a question of sometimes something getting burnt, but the inconvenience caused to people, then the loss which is caused. This is something which is more important. Now even for the daily commuting, whatever they have to go, the whole thing gets upset.
While at Kunkoli, the kitchen and the storeroom of a restaurant were completely gutted in fire. The total loss is estimated at Rs 80,000. Prakash Kadekar for Herald TV.
In a suspected self-accident, a car was damaged after it hit a road divider near the Naveli market early on Tuesday morning. The cause of the accident is yet to be known. More details are awaited. JK Caterers Maina registered a solitary goal victory over Rebello Pandal Maina and moved into the finals of the 16th Rebello Pandal football tournament. The tournament was organized by Rebello Pandal at St. Rita's Church Ground, Maina Salseth on Monday.
JK Caterers Maina registered a solitary goal victory over Rebello Pandal Maina and moved into the finals of the 16th Rebello Pandal football tournament. William and Agnello of Rebello Pandal missed a score in the 12th and 14th minute respectively. Then Sanjay of JK Caterers took a power pack shot which crashed into the Rebello Pandal net. William of Rebello Pandal Maina was awarded the Man of the Match award. JK Caterers will meet the winners of Mycon Warriors Agali and Margarita Boys Asalna in the finals to be played on Easter Sunday. Inasin Arona for Herald TV.
Vasco Railway Police registered an offence against activist Olencio Simons, Orville Dorado, Francis Pegranza and Camilo de Souza for damaging the JCB used for railway works. The offence is also registered for allegedly assaulting the railway workers by pelting stones. Vasco Railway Police have registered the offence under Section 143, 147, 148, 324 and 427. Read with IPC 149 and further investigation is being carried out. Activists reacted angrily to this fresh attempt to intimidate anti-double tracking activists who are fighting to save Goa.
रेल्वे डबल ट्रॅकिंग हे गोंयान जे जाता न्हू हे गोयचे निसांटाण एनजीटीन हांगासर हॉल्ट केला थंयसर करूंक शकना म्हणून घाटाचेर वेस्टर्न घाट्सान तुम्ही करूंक शकना म्हणून आणि तुमकां हे गोंयान आमचो निसर्ग आमचे झरे कितें आमचे न्हंय बीन काबार करून तुमकां कोणें सांगला रे डबल ट्रॅक कर म्हणून आणि इलिगल प्रोजेक्ट मरे तो तेंचे कडेन परमिशन आहा रे आमचे म्हाका सांग लँड एक्वायर करपाची परमिशन आसली रे तेंचे कडेन आतां काल डेप्युटी कलेक्टरान खंय तेंकां सपोर्ट केला ओके मानता आमी कितें रे पूण कितें करता ते जेन्युनली करा मरे जेन्युनली करा मरे आयज आमचे जे 4 भावांक एक्टिविस्टांक अरेस्ट केल्या न्हू हेचो निशेध करता आमी निषेध करता आयज गरज ना तुम्ही डाव धरूनच आसलेले तांकां कशें अरेस्ट करूंक मेळटा काय म्हणून आयज म्हाका एक सांग आमचे पर्यावरण नश्ट करून झाडां पेडां नश्ट करून आमचे जे वॉटर बॉडीज आहा हे नश्ट करून तुमकां डबल ट्रॅकिंग जाय डबल ट्रॅकिंग आमकां गोंयान नाका हे डबल ट्रॅकिंग अदानी आनी जेएसडब्ल्यूचे पोट भरून बसोंक ना आमी हांगासर आयज सरकार जेएसडब्ल्यू कडेन अदानीक सपोर्ट करता टोटली सारको आनी आमच्या गोंयचे आयज तुमी निसांटान करपाक उठले कितें आयज खरी गरज आहा गोंयकारांनी एक जावपाची कितें डिफरंट इश्यूचेर एक्टिविस्ट झगडटात कितें आनी आयज जे आमचे गोंयचो सरकार आहा न्हू हो हे इश्यू नजरअंदाज करून आयज गोंयचे निसांटान करपाक सोदता आयज जे पॉलिटिशियन जे आहा न्हू हेंच्यांनी आयज आमच्या गोंया काबार केला कितें हांव तुमच्या ह्या घाणेरड्या कृत्याचो आयज जे आमचे एक्टिविस्ट भावांक अरेस्ट केले न्हू हेचो निशेध करता हांव कित्याक सांग आयज ते आपले गोंया वाचोवपाक भायर सरले कितें रेल्वे डबल ट्रॅकिंग हे कोणाक जाय हे जेएसडब्ल्यू आनी अदानीक जाय कसो हँडल करपाक कसो आमकां मारून उडयता आमी ह्या तुमच्या घाणेरड्या कृत्याचो निशेध करता आनी हांव गोंयकारां कडेन मागता हे डबल ट्रॅकिंगाचो निशेध व्हडल्या प्रमाणान जावपाक जाय म्हणून
वास्को रेल्वे पुलीस जे आसा वॉलंटियर आणि वॉलंटियर वांगडा जे काम करपी डबल ट्रॅकाक ऑब्जेक्शन खूब दीस जाले ते करता हे तकलेन धरून वास्को रेल्वे पुलिसांनी तेंचेर अंडर सेक्शन जी खोटे आरोप करून तेंकां आरोप हे करपाचे अरेस्ट करपाचे एक तकलेन जे धरलेले आसा हे कंप्लीट चुकीचे आहा हे पयलीं पासूनच तेंकां आयज आमचे गोंयच्या लोकांच्या हिता लागून काडटा हे रेल्वे पुलिसांनी आनी थंयसरले स्थानीक जे गव्हर्मेंटातले मनीस जे आसा हेंच्यांनी दोळ्यान नदरेन धरून तेंकां तेंचेर कारणा शिवाय जो खोटो आरोप केल्लो आसा की हे हेंच्यांनी आयज ते थंयसरल्या स्थानीक रेल्वे पुलिसाचे लेबर जे आसा रेल्वे ट्रॅकाचे पुलीस रेल्वेक जे काम करता तेंकां मारले म्हणून तेंचेर खोटो आरोप केलेलो हे चुकीचे आहा कित्याक हो ऑलन्सिओ आनी तेजे वांगडचे गांवचे लोक आनी ते सायडीचे सावथाचे लोक कंप्लीट आदी पासून हेका विरोध करीत आसा हे लक्षांत धरून एक ऑलन्सिओ बरें काम करता तेका भंय घालपाक तेणी हेजे फुडें कितें करूंक पावना म्हणून हेजेर एक खोटो आरोप केलेलो आसा आनी खोटी केस केलेली आसा हे प्रत्येक गोंयकारान लक्षांत धरपाक जाय कित्याक ऑलन्सिओ बरें काम करता आनी ते काम हेजे फुडें करूंक पावना म्हणून तेणी हे दबाव हाडला आनी रेल्वे पुलिसांनी हेजो खोटो आरोप करपाचो न्हू आणि जी सेक्शनार जी आसा ही चुकीची लायलेली आसा.
किरण बोरकर for Herald TV.
People of the fishing village of Karka, Goa and fishermen were left outraged after some unknown miscreants set fire to nearly 5 fishing canoes and their fishing nets at the beach in the wee hours on Monday. Boats and nets worth rupees 7 to 8 lakhs were destroyed in the fire. This is the second incident to take place in Goa. Previously, 2 fishing canoes were reduced to ashes earlier this month in Benaulim.
Traditional fishermen of Kakra were left heartbroken after their fishing canoes, nets and other fishing gear were destroyed in a fire on Monday morning. The incident came to light at 4 a.m. when the fishermen woke up to venture into the sea for a fresh catch and noticed their canoes on fire. The fishermen alerted the fire station, who immediately arrived on site, and 2 trucks were required to douse the fire. The fishermen who suspect arson also filed a complaint at the police station and requested patrolling at all times. The dejected fishermen at Kakra, who incurred a loss of around 8 lakh rupees, stated that they have now lost their means of livelihood. Bureau Report, Herald TV.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thank you for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo Facebook and Twitter. Till then, take care and goodbye.